Hey there, my stamping friends. Susan here with Pumpkin Hill Stampers. I have a new Stampin' Show and Tell for you today, and we're going to be using a new set from the new annual catalog. This one is called Under the Moon, and so this is the one I picked up to do some demonstrator swap cards with, and I'm going to share one with you today. Actually, I'm going to share this one with you today. So it's a fun little color-coordinated project, and I'm going to pair it with the perennial postage dies to add just a little bit of texture, and this one is really a case out of the catalog. So if you have your new catalog, go ahead and look up your stamp set and you'll see something very, very similar in the catalog pages for this project. Okay, so I'm putting it on a balmy blue card base, and then I've used the large perennial postage die and a piece of white cardstock quarter sheet, and I've die cut that for my background framing. And then I have a piece of 3 by 4 1/4 white that I'm going to do my stamping on, and then I have this little tiny tag from that same die set for my sentiment. So it's really kind of simple layers, and it's some fun stamping techniques. Okay, so I'm going to put that there, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So first thing I'm going to do is my water. So it's a two-tone water. So I'm using balmy blue, which coordinates with the card base, and I'm going to use blueberry bushel. Now, here's how I'm putting two different colors on my stamp at the same time. First, I'm going to stamp it in the lighter color, and then I'm going to use my dauber to put the secondary color on. Now, if you have our blending brushes, you could do the same thing with that. You could either just tap it on, or you could blend it on, but I'm just going to stamp with the balmy blue first. So I put a base coat of the lighter blue on there, and then I'm just going to tap some of the darker blue into my dauber, and then I'm just going to come around the edge and the bottom and add that secondary color. Now, those of you who have been with me for a while, you know we also do like a rock and roll technique. You could attempt to do that where you're just rocking this edge of the stamp in your ink pad, and you're going to get a similar outcome. Okay? Alright, so there's that. Now I'm just going to square up my cardstock on my grid paper so that I can stamp this left to right, more or less square. I'm going to use that grid paper to help me put this on there. Then I just stamp that down. Good press. So there I've got my water. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same type of technique, but this time I'm going to do it with the sun and cloud image. And so first I'm going to stamp the whole stamp with my Daffodil Delight, and then I'm going to sponge daub on my pumpkin pie. So lighter color to darker color. Now this one would be harder to do the rock and roll because it's not a very straight division. So this is where the dauber or the blender brush would really be helpful. So now I'm just going to daub the darker color on the bottom part of the stamp. And if it takes you a while, remember you could huff your stamp to reactivate that ink if it's dried a little, but I think I've gone along quick enough not to worry about that. And now I'm just going to line this up at the top of my horizon, because I can see through the stamp because it's photopolymer and I can see through my block. I am able to position that just so. So now, the stamp set's called Under the Moon, and my husband said, well, where's the moon? And I said, well, it's this bright white spot in there when you have the daytime moon. So he said, okay, I'll go with that. Alright, so now we're going to do our sentiment. So I'm using the little hello sentiment from the Wonderful Thoughts stamp set. And I decided I'm going to stamp mine with the pumpkin pie because I'm going to put it above the horizon but off to the side where that pumpkin pie is. So just kind of coordinating my colors so there isn't too much happening all around my card. Okay, so there are all the parts and pieces to put this little fun project together. So let's do it. So first I'm going to fold my base in half and give it a good score with my bone folder so I get a nice strong crease in my card. Then I'm going to add my die cut rectangle with my liquid adhesive. And I'm just going to center that on the front of my card. So this is a nice framing, a little bit of texture there. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and put this one in the middle, and I'm going to use dimensionals to pop that up, because this is kind of a no frills card. I mean, we got some fun stamping technique with the 2 different inks and the daubers. Oh, I forgot to put my bow down. Wait, don't do it yet. Time out. All right, I'm going to put on my little embellishment there. So, the set comes with dolphins and the sailboat. Sailboat and the dolphins, and I'm using the sailboat, and I'm going to use my darker blue, that blueberry bushel, and stamp that on. Now, the reason I stopped was because once I put those dimensionals on, it would be hard to get a nice flat stamp. So, put on the brakes, go back, add that. Now I will go ahead and put the dimensionals on. Alright, so I like that silhouette of that image in there. Okay, so now I've got my dimensionals on. And then this will get centered on the front of the card if I can keep my fingers on it. Wow. Alright. That's on the center of my card. And then I'm just going to put my little hello right there. So I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive right there. Don't need a lot. And then I'm just going to put my hello down. I'm going to slide it a little bit from that exterior frame. Hold it for a moment to get that adhesive to adhere between the 2 pieces. And then there we go. So I hope you enjoyed this quick and easy show and tell. It is a case from the catalogs. Remember, when you see cards on the catalog, you are capable of recreating them as your own. So give it a try. If you have any questions, please leave me comments here below, or just let me know you were here and that you enjoyed the project today. And if you need any help ordering new materials or stamps from the new catalog, please reach out. I'm happy to help you place an order. I'm happy to be your demonstrator, and I'm happy to answer questions and share my projects with you. So stay tuned. Remember to subscribe here to the channel so you don't miss out on my next project. You can go ahead and use the link below to grab my newsletter. And again, just leave me a thumbs up or a comment, and that makes me happy. All right, go do some fun stamping. Bye.